Hi, everybody. I'm Mel Doerr, the Aloha Shirt Psychic, and I've got my Aloha shirt on. Haven't worn this one in a long time. And this lei, which represents a circle of life and love and aloha, my friend Jade White Ali Ali Batad gave me probably about 14 or 15 years ago.
Oh,
I
wow.
was walking past my bedroom door and I saw it hanging on the uh, doorknob, and I thought, I'm going to put that on. So I'm thankful to be alive. And we've got our special guest, Kim Copeland. Hi,
Woohoo.
Kim.
Hi. Hi. Thank you for having me, Mel. Yeah,
Thank
got
Yeah, there you go. Um, we're back.
yeah.
um, Kim, if they want to get a hold of you, how do they do it?
Okay. Email's a good one, kim@mediumkim.com. Or I have a website too, mediumkim.com. Those are probably the best things, but yeah.
And make sure you go to Kim's YouTube channel, hit the
Hmm.
thumbs up, and subscribe.
You're
And
so
make
sweet.
sure you hit the thumbs up on this one and subscribe.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
right. How do they get a hold of you, Mel?
how they get a hold of me? They don't, I'm teasing. They can call my office at 847-590-5411. We've had a backlog of calls because I've been off for almost a month. No, I think, yeah, more than a month. Or they can email me through my website, www.meldoerr.com.
Hmm.
There you go.
So you know what, Mel? I'm so glad to see you back. And sometimes we have to count our daily blessings versus our yearly blessings.
Well,
And
tonight
so,
was another first marker for me.
oh,
I took a video of myself the day of my surgery, which I put on YouTube because it's like, I looked up like, what was I thinking? You could tell I was higher than a kite from the narcotics.
yeah.
But tonight was another first for me. It's the first time I've cooked dinner. And so I made hamburgers smothered with cheese and onions. And I made macaroni and cheese and a nice caprese salad. And of course, I'm still only eating tiny bites. I can
Oh,
open my mouth wider at that, but better. And so it was a first. And I was like, yay. And I'm kind of back to work. I've been seeing a couple clients a day because I get tired easily. But today I saw four.
oh, wow.
I do five or six, but I'm
That's a
not going to push it. So here we are. And we're doing this show. Yay.
yay, yay. We're talking about animals. We have animal requests for animal readings.
But you had a great idea. And I think it is amazing. And I absolutely am in favor of yes. The guides are
Okay.
saying do it. You
Yeah.
want to tell people about it? Because I'll give the tease. How's that?
Okay.
We can combine social work, Kim's work as a hospice nurse, mediumship, or metaphysical. And now you take it, Kim. It's your idea.
And how to get through the hard times.
Right.
That this is because this is what I'm hearing from so many people in this community, or just these are challenging. And so how do you, and I think it's important to know, or we can share ideas. That's the thing. We can share ideas how to get through these times. And we might be very creative in some of the ideas. And so I think it would be wonderful to do
We
something like
talked
that.
about having other psychics from the community come on
Yes.
and doing it as a series, which
Yeah.
I think would be amazing.
Hmm.
Uh, it was funny when I was in Sedona this past year in May. There were some wonderful people out there. And I teach. I love teaching. And I talked about one of the parts of my seminar. Something told me to add it in because I had found this thing on my throat. I didn't know what it was. I kind of did, but I didn't want to look at it. But I call it facing your fear. And I was good at talking about it. But then when I was diagnosed with cancer, it was like, holy, you know what? And people say, oh, step out of the fear and da 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 da. Sometimes that's impossible. There were times it got in front of me and I was paralyzed. There were other times I had this most incredible sense of peace and hope. And I'm sure that was from all of the prayers and healing energy people were sending.
Hmm.
Um, but then I thought, I have to let it get behind me and push me forward. And, I've got OCD. So I did spiral. Every little cough, oh my God, did the cancer spread? Oh my God, is it back? I think that's kind of normal.
Yeah.
But with practice, you can step out of that.
Mhm.
And so I think one of the ways to get through a tough time is okay to feel what you're feeling, as long
Mhm.
as it doesn't cause you to become dysfunctional.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No, it's important to feel what you're feeling. Yeah.
So we'll talk
We
about
can,
things like that.
yeah, we can talk about it, all that. Yeah. And I'm hoping you and I are going to, well, maybe we shouldn't announce that right now.
Yeah,
We'll
let's
talk.
let's wait on that.
Okay.
We'll do
Got it.
other fun stuff. How's that?
Yeah. Okay. We're going to do something else fun too.
Lots of fun stuff. Maybe go to Africa.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Now I have 13 questions. You have some questions and we'll see how many we can get through.
All right. So
Ooh.
you start, and then I'll go, and then you go, and then I'll go. How's that?
Okay. Okay. I got to put on these,
Tim says I really don't need these glasses just for reading.
just on special occasions.
There you go. I like those
Okay.
glasses. I want to borrow them. Auntie Mel needs
Oh,
some.
really? Okay. They have little sparkles on the side. Isn't
Oh, I love that.
that nice?
Yeah.
Okay. Now this is from Ship Critic.
Ooh.
Hi. Hi. I would like to know if my two dogs, Mickey and Mr. Ying, have connected. They lived with me 14 years apart. That's a great question. Um,
What's the name
okay.
of the person? Ship what?
Ship Critic.
That's kind of hard to say when you've got a part of your tongue still recovering from mouth surgery.
Mickey and Mr. Ying.
I have to
Ying.
say ship critic with a P.
I know they've met. You know why? Because it's the family, Ship Critic's family, that's keeping them together until he or she gets there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they are together, absolutely. Because yeah, the family has them,
And
and
when
they're
ship
actually
critic
with.
does get there, it'll be a joyful reunion.
Yeah, I feel they're still with Ship Critic, by the way, and very much in spirit, heart to heart, soul to soul connection. They're very strong.
I see them
Yeah.
frolicking, having a good time. Okay. Ann Herman, 6745 says, today I discovered a little abnormal spot in the skin close to the private parts of my almost 3-year-old golden retriever, Thor. Any idea what it can be? I am now consulting the vet, but I'd love your vision as well. Many thanks. Warm cuddle from Bruges, Belgium. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. Bruges. Is it because I don't do French or Flemish? I don't know if it was Bruges or Bruges, but if anybody out
Yeah.
there knows how to pronounce it, let me know. You won't hurt my feelings.
Yeah. I don't
Hi,
know. Is it
Belgium.
Bouger?
I want to go to Belgium. I've never been.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to see that statue. And if I say his name, we'll get demonetized. So I won't.
Okay.
Never
And
near
the
a
and the
private
dog's
park.
name is Floor?
Thor.
Oh,
Golden
Thor.
retriever.
Oh, okay.
Well, Lucky sometimes gets little dark spots, and they can be little pigmentations. Um, Dogs can get malignant melanoma, but whatever it is, my guides are telling me they'll be able to excise it thoroughly and get it out. So I don't see it spreading anywhere or anything like that, because Thor is not ready to cross over yet.
No, no, not at all. And I don't feel like it's serious at all either. No. Uh, it could even be weather related somehow.
Well, Lucky would get these blisters on her tummy, and then they would turn dark, and I would be like, and she's got some skin spots, and I'm like, is this melanoma? I freaked. It wasn't. But then I had an idea she's allergic. So
Yep.
I had them draw her blood, and she was allergic to everything we were feeding her.
Oh my
Beef,
God.
grab this one. Beef, pork, chicken. Um, let's see what else. Beef, pork, chicken, eggs, milk.
Oh, wow.
So the only thing she can eat is like salmon. She loves tuna. She can have
Okay.
rabbit. She can have venison. And let's see. I think that's it. I
Oh my
mean,
goodness.
so
Yeah.
we give her tuna with the dry food that's like dried fish, and she loves it. So, but sometimes
Mm.
those spots, if this little injury can turn dark, I think the
Right.
vet might biopsy it, but I'm feeling it's going to be okay.
Me too. I don't feel like it's anything to worry about at all. And my dog is allergic to grass and she gets the brown spots
Right.
on her tummy.
And Lucky's allergic to cotton and
Oh,
oak.
boy.
I mean, and
Wow.
she likes her toys, and sometimes she chews them up, and it's got that cotton fiber in there, and I'm like, no.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And
Right,
then
right.
when we changed her diet, she was fine. Then she started breaking out again. I said, Gary, did you read the labels of that salmon dog food? And he goes, no. And I read it, had beef liver in it. She's allergic to beef.
Oh
So you
my
got to read the
gosh.
labels.
Yeah, I gotta read those labels. Wow, wow.
But my feeling is Thor's going to be okay. All right.
I think so too. I think it's almost like a no. What is it? As Linda G says, nothing
Nothing
burger.
burger.
Okay. Now this is from Emily Ito. Emily Ito, 9834. Hi, Kim and Auntie Mel. I'm so happy, Mel, that you are recovering quickly.
Thank
Love,
you.
love, 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 love. My cat, Oreo, is about 15 and is on meds for his thyroid. He eats less. Is he okay?
What
Um,
what kind of pet?
it's a cat,
Okay.
Oreo, and blood work is good. Thank you, love you both. Okay, so Oreo eating
I'm hearing
less.
check his kidney function, and there's special diets for cats with thyroid and kidney issues. But he's not ready to cross over yet. You're going to have him for quite a while. That's what
I
I pick up.
agree. I agree on that. Let me see. No, it's just the age. They don't eat as much as they get older. It's nothing about a disease process. It's
Mm-mm.
just a normal aging process. That's it. I don't think
Lucky
it has
it's
to.
less now that she's getting old. She's 7. She just turned 7. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I see the cat pretty healthy.
Yeah, I do too. Right. I agree. Uh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Blood work is good. Okay, good.
Jean, I think it's Tiga, Tighe. Hi, Kim and Mel. Hi, Jean. When I divorced, my ex gave my 2 labs, Sawyer and Blackie, away. How dare him? Um, did they go to a good home? This was many years ago. Uh, let's see. This was many years ago. But I can't finish reading what she wrote. She says, "Were they?" and it stops there. I don't know if it says. Oh, give me a second. No, it didn't. For some reason, it cut off the answer. Um, I do think they were happy. The answer is yes, and I think they were treated well.
Yeah,
Um,
I think one of them had a little harder time adjusting, but I feel like they would stay together.
yeah,
And so that was the most important thing.
um, yeah. One was anxious, but they
Yeah,
got used
Blackie.
to it. So,
Yeah, I
um,
mean, of course, it's going to be hard for any animal, but or any person, animal.
well, I'm thinking the ex did that to be passive aggressive. That's what I pick up.
Hmm, didn't feel like a very good ex. So, yeah, I agree on that. Something crazy, but Blackie's the one that seems to be a little more sensitive, or but I think adjusted because they were together. So that feels fine. Yeah,
Right. I mean, sure was traumatic for them, but they did adjust. The answer is yes.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. So now next I have Mary and 9999. Okay.
Okay.
Almost 2 weeks ago, put my 19-year-old cat Layla to sleep.
You
Did
made
my
the
dog,
right choice, by the way.
yeah. Did my dogs greet her? Told her they would. Does Tilly, my remaining dog, miss her? Seemed like she was closer to her more than ever before. Thanks to you both for helping us get closure.
But you know
Okay.
what? The kitty cat's going to make their presence known to the dog who's still among the living on the earth plane. And I see that cat all around the dog that's living. So the dog that's living does miss her, but dogs are mediums. And I think the dog is sensing the cat's presence. I know it is. And so that's what spirit shows me.
Uh-huh. There's definitely this. I see the cat coming in on the dog and like on the face,
Rubbing.
kind of thing. Yes. And also I feel like the dog smells the kitty. So yes, that definitely. Okay. So I agree with you on that, Mel. Um, even though I do feel like the dog still misses her too, but I know she senses her as well.
Okay. Hi,
Yeah.
Mel and Kim. I lost my 13-year-old Chihuahua, Coco, this past Saturday. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah.
He had heart failure. Did he make it to the other side? Okay. Was my family there to meet him? I miss him so much. Oh, honey, he had the whole family there. It's like they were having a reunion.
Yes. Who is this now?
Her 13-year-old Chihuahua.
Oh, and who's the person?
I'm sorry, Kathy Williamson.
Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah. You know how they talk about rainbow bridges, and this is kind of what I'm seeing as a rainbow bridge, and it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Like I see this chihuahua running over the bridge. I mean, I know this is a metaphor, but I just see like running so fast to get to the group. And
And then going from old when it crosses the bridge, but when it gets the other side, is young again.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah, young. Oh yeah. Even as running across.
And then rolling in things the dog shouldn't be rolling.
Well, no, there's too many people there to oh no, it's beautiful, really beautiful.
It is. I'm seeing the same thing. I see a brook and these wonderful mountains in the background and all these flowers and yay.
You know, isn't there a song about meeting you on the water's edge? Finally, when we meet again, we're going to meet on the water's edge. I forget who sings it, but there's a song about that when we cross. Okay, I think it's my turn.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so this is from Mary Hemke, I guess, 9349. One day ago, Mel, so happy you're doing so good.
Thank you.
I would like to know if our Rusty, who passed in 2022, has found his sister Annie on the other side. We are still grieving his passing. I would also like to know if he has met her son Michael. Well, we can already tell you that
I'm sorry, who
her son Michael passed, but also Rusty the dog passed in
Rusty's with Michael,
2020,
absolutely.
and sister Annie.
Yes,
So Annie and Michael met Rusty. Absolutely. I
absolutely.
mean, God, Michael's one. I think I'm so glad she asked that because I feel like Michael's got two right here, like this.
And
And
you know
Michael,
what's funny? When you say Michael, I thought of Archangel Michael,
yeah.
but her Michael is an angel and a spirit guide now.
Mm.
And he showed me these wonderful rings. And when you saw him with the dogs like that, I saw him taking those dogs under his wings, if you will.
Oh,
So,
oh, yeah. No, he's never gonna let they're all together for sure.
okay. All right.
Yes.
Um, okay, I think that's LH6751. Hi, Kim and Mel. Thank you for doing this show. You're welcome. We really enjoy it. Could you check on my friend's Labrador Retriever, Tucker, please? It's not clear to the vet yet whether his issue is related to his eyesight, hearing, or something neurological. What do you see for Tucker? Is the sweet boy beginning his transition? Thank you so much for your time.
Mm.
Think of something neurological.
Yeah. I was thinking a little dementia.
Um,
Um,
when she said neurology or neurological, I got yes.
mhm.
I don't know
Which would be
quite what it
dementia. You know,
is.
that's a neurological thing, is a little dementia.
Right.
But I also feel I am feeling hearing loss as well.
Well, that could be from the neurology of it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, hmm. Um, but I don't think he's ready to transition just yet.
No,
I'm not
he's
saying
not.
that.
Declining, but not transition.
No, here again, when he stops eating and starts hiding and doing stuff like that and kind of erratic behavior, then you'll know, but he's not ready yet.
No, I agree with you totally. Tucker. No, Tucker's a strong boy. You know.
Very. All right, go ahead.
Okay. So now, okay. This is at KBG 7822. So KBG. Hi, Mel and Kim. My beloved mother just passed on Tuesday morning,
Oh,
and I would like to know if she reunited with all of her kitties who died before her, including my babies, Eldred and Cookie. Cookie. I'm sorry. Thank you so much. Okay. So her mother, of course she did. Of course
you
she
know why
met
I'm
the kitty.
laughing is I'm laughing because my spirit guide said, "Yeah, tell her she's got a whole zoo over there."
And Eldred and Cookie, yes, of course. I mean, you're right. But the animals, if you can imagine, we walk in the door after being gone for just 2 hours, right? And the animals come to meet us. Same thing when we're gonna go to spirit. They're there too.
It's funny when she said, "Mother, I saw a lady standing there and all these cats and animals, and then I saw birds like sitting on her shoulder, and she's just got all these critters around her. I see little squirrels and rabbits, all kinds of stuff.
Nice. Yeah, that's great. I remember when my dad passed, I saw right away he went to the African savannah.
Ooh, my kind of guy. I'd probably go see the gorillas first.
Yeah.
All right. Julie Bowers, 5850. Hi, Julie. Berkeley was the best German Shepherd. He waited for me to tell him he could go after an electrical storm, and he hit a live wet spot outside. I was devastated. My now Rivet has a hip issue. Can you tell me anything? I see some kind of surgical procedure on the hip that that Rivet will pull through just fine.
Hmm.
You know, I'm sorry that Berkeley was electrocuted.
Yeah.
But
Sad.
I don't see anything like that happening for Rivet. So I don't know if that's hip dysplasia or just arthritic or something starting in the hip, but I think they'll be able to control it with some non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. That's what I'm picking up.
I also feel stretching would be good. And I don't know what you do from the back leg for stretching, but I just got the idea that that would help a lot. Just some stretching or even gentle massage that would stretch out the muscles there. I feel
I'll
just,
find out somebody that could do pet Reiki or pet
yeah,
massage, and
yeah, pet
that would
massage.
help a lot. You're right.
Yeah, I think so. hmm yeah. Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
Oh, my turn.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Now this is from Embellished Adam or some no Embellished Lamb
I like it.
8037. Everybody's got a number these days. I don't know what this is about. Okay. I'll never forget the look my husband's dog Gregor gave me on his last night when going out for the night. A while later, I had a dream that my husband and I were on a trip with him, and he got separated from us. We had to go home and came back 2 weeks later and found him and brought him back home. Was there any significance to this getting lost or coming back to us? Any message from him, Gregor? Well, I mean, I think it's an obvious thing.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't take a dream interpreter and lost and come back. Gregor, the message, love. I just feel love, huge love for them. What a great parents, mom and dad, the two of them together. He's acknowledging that they work together as a couple to take care of him, and whether it's alternating walking or feeding or whatever, but he felt equally loved by both. I feel like he would have even had a hard time deciding who to go to get love.
He
So,
was happy to be reunited.
yes, and then of course he's reunited. Of course so yeah, beautiful
That's what I.
love, sending love.
Okay. Um, all right, sunflowers, 63.99. You're right, everybody's got a number. Um, hello, Mel and Kim. Glad to see you back and doing great. Thank you. My two dogs, Scooter and Bandit, passed together. Wow. In 2021, they passed together. Whoa. We lived together over 16 years.
Wow.
Do you see if either or both dogs will come back to me in the future? Thank you. Love the show. Oh, thanks, sunflowers. I'm
Yeah.
seeing two more dogs coming in the future. Now, I don't know if those are your dogs reincarnated, but I do think that Scooter and Bandit will send you those two dogs, but not simultaneously. There'll be one, and then some months later, another.
It's
That's
funny
what
because
I'm
I
told.
yeah, I also get a cat coming too. I don't know. They probably don't like cats. This is going to be a drop-in cat, a walk-by cat or something like that. Um, one of them, I do feel, I think it's Scooter more. But the thing is, they're a pair. If they die together, they're gonna either both come back together or they're gonna both not come back together.
That's how I see it. I see them
Yeah,
sending two more dogs.
I can see that too. But I don't know if I think you're right. I'm not sure that it is.
It's not
Connecting.
simultaneously one comes and then some months later another one comes.
Uh-huh. One of them seems more like an accident to me.
Okay.
Like
And then
like
throw in a cat.
yeah. So maybe the cat could be a dog that was more like an accident, like where did this come from? You know, if
Right.
somebody just,
That's kind of oops.
yeah, one of those. Oh, somebody just left it at my doorstep in a basket. Okay.
Oh, just shows up. That happens.
Right, right.
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
Nah, that's beautiful though. They are together. Oh my gosh.
Snoolg, I can't pronounce this. Snoolge just says, thank you. You and Kim have been so helpful regarding our fur babies. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. That was so sweet.
oh.
Okay, here's the question. Um, uh, Pamela Romer, 7727. I feel like we're good phone numbers. Pamela Romer. I have lost several pets over the years. Have any of them reincarnated back to me? And please tell my current 1-year-old puppy to straighten up and stop chewing things up.
But
Well,
yes.
when dogs get to be around a year, year and a half, they're puppies and then they get out of that chewing stage. And then when they get to be about a year, year and a half, they go through a brief period where they revert back. And if your dog is chewing things up, it could be either cutting teeth, but if he's a year, or he or she should already have their teeth. But sometimes they do it because they have separation anxiety. And sometimes they
Mm,
do it just to be little poops. Um,
mm,
so when you catch the dog in the act of chewing something, you tell the dog no, just like that, and divert them. Um, but my feeling is it's a little bit of separation anxiety, but I see the puppy growing out of that. Just
uh-huh.
watch the dog with cords, electrical cords. So put hot sauce on all the electrical cords because you don't want fried puppy.
Yeah, yeah. I also feel like this puppy is doing it a little bit for attention.
It is. It's separation anxiety.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But also, yeah, just a little anxiety. Yeah, maybe that's it too. A little anxiety. And I do feel like some of her pets have reincarnated, but I don't think this one. I think this one's special.
This one's fresh off the new boat.
This one came off the line. Yeah, exactly. Like the best version God had, this is the one it came in.
That's right. Fresh off the new boat.
Yeah, but I do feel like some of the other ones have been a repeat.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, I'm going to move on here to Viviani. Hi,
Oh, hi,
Viviani.
Viviani. How are you?
Yeah, she's so wonderful.
She's a nice
Okay,
girl.
hi, Kim and Mel. Oh,
Hi.
I'd love to know my power animal, please. Thank you. Okay, Viviani.
I pick up white buffalo.
Oh, man, that's wonderful. Go
That's
for
the white buffalo is the direction of the north. And when they're born white, but they turn brown when they get older. But it's about unification. It's about knowledge and wisdom. It's about doing your intuitive work to help bring people together, letting your voice be heard. It's very spiritual. So I picked up white buffalo.
Wise. Yeah, that's wonderful. You know, because the white buffalo, I don't think comes to very many people.
No, it doesn't. Not
No.
at
And
all.
so, so this is so tells you, I feel like her ancestral lineage or her, her past life lineage, perhaps more than her DNA, but I feel that this is part of her, life path. But I also get eagle, and but the way I get eagle, I'm not seeing the eagle. What I'm seeing is the eagle feathers hanging down,
Oh, I know what
and
it is.
um, so I feel that there's the white buffalo and the eagle. Those are both very powerful.
Eagle feather is one of the most one of the most coveted, if you will, and
Yes.
most spiritual healing tool. And so
Oh.
you can use that to cleanse auras and things like that. That's why you're seeing
Oh.
eagle feathers.
Ooh, hoo,
And
hoo.
the north represents knowledge. The east is eagle represents the wisdom to use the knowledge from the north. So I think that's why you got eagle feather.
Oh, good. And she's all about healing too. I keep telling her she's a healer.
She is a healer.
Yeah.
And that's why buffalo and that's eagle. And that's what they want her to know. And
Yeah.
they're going to keep putting that healing stuff in her face until she does something with it.
Yes. Yes. She comes out to the healing Wednesdays that I do every other Wednesday.
It's a
She,
I mean,
yeah.
I meant the eagle feather is the most sacred of
Yes.
all of the healing tools. That's what I meant to say. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I
yeah.
didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, no. No, 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 that's fine. No, I just know that she's a healer. I just absolutely do.
She is. All right. Uh, Pat Lee 8925.
There's got to be something going on YouTube for them to all
I'm
these.
just gonna like just say the name without the numbers.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, I love the name of it. This is so cool. Betty White has been with me a year. She appeared on my doorstep, starving, manhood, and surprise pregnant. Go figure. She's healthy now, fixed, adored. Does she have any messages for me? Well, she knew where to come. um, and she's very happy
Oh my
with
gosh,
you.
yeah.
Um,
Gratitude.
and she ain't going anywhere.
No.
And she loves the name.
What, I just feel the gratitude.
Oh, absolutely.
Um, and by the way, yeah, this is not an accident. It was not an accident. So you guys
Mhm.
are meant to be together.
That's right.
And this
Spirit
is,
orchestrated that.
yes, yes. So this is a soul contract between you two. So,
And by the way,
so
Viviana is a very old soul, the one who we were just talking about. That just
yes. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. She is. I know. She's amazing. So, but yes, Betty White is, there is a soul contract between the two of them and match made in heaven.
certainly is. Yay.
Okay, I guess I can go.
All
Okay.
right, you're next.
Yeah. And this is from Alim Zid. Okay. I lost my little dog Pepper in 2019, my
Sorry.
cat Asia in 2021, and my cat Peach 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I'm
Their
sorry.
departures have upset me a lot. I'd like to know if they are together and if any of them have a message for me. So there's Pepper, there's a dog, cat Asia, cat Peach.
Well,
Okay, I
we're
gotta
all
look this
thankful
one.
that they had you. I love the names, by the way. And I see, once again, I see two more pets coming in. They're going to send you two more pets. One's going to be a cat. I don't know what the other one's going to be. One will just kind of show up, and um, but you'll start to sense them around you more and more and more. Like when you're in bed, you'll feel like something playing with your nose or something playing at your feet, and that's them letting you know that they're around.
Yeah, and they are definitely all together. The
Right?
three
They
of them. I
are.
see them in a group like playing. I'm definitely all together. I think, yeah, she can't get away from them. And yeah, I think you're right. They're thankful to have her.
I'm. Yeah, that's how I feel.
I see a little cat coming as well. Did you say cat?
I do. Yep.
Okay. And I don't know why I see it with a little hurt arm or something.
Oh,
So I feel like that this is somehow going to draw her attention. There's something with the front, I think it's a front arm. And then this is going to be, she's just going to scoop it up and okay, you're coming with me. Kind of like that feeling.
that's Kitty's way of getting a good home.
What just walked by? Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Kitty knows when Kitty finds somebody, right?
Yeah.
You
Yeah. So
take it
no,
into.
right. If I see it as white, mostly white, but that doesn't, who knows? Okay. Your turn.
Okay. Linda Surmeyer says, my cat Ginger visits all the neighborhoods during summer and then comes home in the fall. Why does he do this? And you're not going to like my answer, but my guides, I've got one of my grandmother's here, and she had the craziest sense of humor, you know? And so I know grandma's here because her humor just came through. So I'll read it again. My cat Ginger visits all the neighbors during the summer and then comes on the fall. Why does he do this? My grandma says, because he can. He goes on vacation. He wants to visit everybody. And then, when fall is getting cold, he knows where to come to keep warm. And he's, as long as you have him, he's going to continue to do it.
I also think there's something about where the kids, there's something with kids that are home that he might be getting more attention from the kids during the summer. And this is keeping him he's in the activity.
Yeah, he's having a good time.
He is. I think as he gets older, though, I don't think he's going to do that. I think he's going to get, there's a point.
Well, not as much, maybe.
Right. Not as much. That's it. Not as much.
And when he's really old, no, that,
Right. Right.
then he can, it's like us in our youth. When we get older, we can step back and dream of what things were like in our youth. I wouldn't want to relive mine, but I like to I had a psychic vision and a psychic tell me when I was very young. I was like 19 that I would have a lot of adventure later in my life, and here I am. And so I'm enjoying this part of my life.
Yeah.
And so I think, when Ginger gets older, Ginger can sit back and think about all the romping that Ginger did.
Right, right, exactly. Ginger seems very yeah, yeah, she Ginger loves all that.
I love my
You're
grandma
right.
because I can.
And cats are very psychic, so they know where to go.
They certainly do.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. This is from Lizerwin. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, and thank you for sharing your gifts with us. I have two young cats who are rescues. They're about 9 months old and almost identical twin tuxedo kitties. This is kind of long. The one I'm concerned about is named Lula. She's very sweet but wild and loves to be outside. I get worried she'll be hurt or worse, hit by a car because she is reckless. She is so happy outside but totally wild. Is there any way I can get her to come inside more? Every time she and I are outside together, I try to teach her to stay away from the road. I love them both so much. They were so fragile when I got them. I know I can't make her be something she's not, but I do worry about her. And this is Lula.
I don't know if Lula's outside all the time, but there are kitty harnesses you can get, and you can
Mm,
put a long lead on them so they can't get near the road. I've seen them before.
right. Okay.
You might try
Yeah.
that.
I think it's better safe than sorry.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I had a friend who once put in a catio. You know what that is? It's a
I
it's
I
a
know, but it sounds like I do. Go ahead.
catio is a patio for cats.
Oh wow.
And you put the screened in thing, and so it's like they're outside in the jungle all the time. You can put plants in there, whatever. I mean, it would probably be an investment, but you put it in the back. I mean, it's
That's
part
a
of your
great
house. So
idea.
it's just a screened in porch, basically. You make
I
it
hear
into
a
a
yes
catio.
with that.
I mean, if you can, but I wonder, I think she might be in cold weather for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, but I hear
Um,
yes. All right.
okay.
Um, Yvonne M says, I have two rescue cats. They are both very skittish around me. They scare easily. We don't know their backstory. And it sounds like they might have been abused or frightened, when they were kittens. So even though you gave them a good home, they're still, holding onto that fear. One cat, Smokey, will not come around me. I have had them for over 4 years. Why does Smokey not like me? Well, Yvonne, I'm not trying to be mean here, but let's remove your ego.
Huh.
And it's not that Smokey doesn't like you. It's just that Smokey feels protected in Smokey's cocoon. So it's not
Mhm.
that Smokey doesn't like you or is afraid of you. It's just that Smokey is happy where Smokey is. And I know sometimes we want them to come to us, and that's our ego. But let's think what the cat wants.
I like that. That's a good job, Nell. Yeah. Nice.
I mean, I do think he'll come around more, but it has nothing to do with dislike or rejection.
Right. Right. No, I agree. Totally.
And I
Well,
wasn't mean when I said let's remove our ego, because sometimes mine gets in the way and I got to smack myself.
yeah. It's impossible to be totally without ego, but
No, exactly. And then that's not a bad thing. And I understand your frustration, but Smokey feels protected. And if Smokey didn't, Smokey would probably take off at the first opportunity. So Smokey feels protected just being in your home and in your presence, even though Smokey might be hiding under the bed somewhere. And so that's kind of a tribute to you that the cat feels comfortable enough to stick around.
yeah, beautiful. Nice.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Here is from Talo, Talofek. Talofek.
Hello.
Talofek. Okay. Um, Hi, amazing, sweet duo. Thank you for your beautiful, loving spirit. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
thanks.
My friend Maria passed into the pure light on May 5th, 2022. A few months later, in the same location, her beautiful dog, Niss, passed, according to the vet, by ingesting poison. May we receive a message from this beautiful spirit? Was he just missing his beautiful, loving Maria? I miss them both dearly.
He
Are
was
they
missing Maria. He wanted to be with Maria, and he's with
are
Maria.
they together? Are they together? They are together.
Absolutely.
They- They're just like it's a soul bond here.
I hear
Yes.
her humming or singing to the dog, and the dog's wagging its tail, and they're just happy.
Yes.
They are together.
Oh, Nis is actually thankful to have that opportunity to go when she did,
Right.
so even though we feel like it's a horrible accident, no, it was perfect.
I knew it was German. I'm hearing stuff in German. I don't know why.
Oh, huh.
Anyway,
I don't know. Okay,
okay.
thank you.
Mackenzie Carrera, I think. My rescue pup Tommy has been with me over a year, and he's still super scared of people, mostly men and also loud noises. What can I do to help him feel safe and calm? We go to the dog park a lot. He loves to run and play with other dogs. Well, number one, you always have to advocate for your dog. So if you've got your dog on a walk and a man's walking up and the dog shows fear, don't try to force the dog into a situation that makes the dog fearful, because then you get a more fearful dog and you can end up getting an aggressive dog. So what you do is you don't want to reinforce the fear, but you can either change directions or you can have a treat and give the dog a little treat to divert the dog. I think it's part of the puppy's past. And I think there was a guy or group of guys that made loud noises and the dog that imprinted on the dog. And if something's imprinted, it's really hard to extinguish. I do think it'll get better, but I don't know if it'll ever be quite the way you want it to be.
Right.
Uh, but the best thing you can do is advocate for your dog. When we train therapy dogs and dogs and service dogs can't show that type of behavior. They would never, would find something else for them to do. But the first thing when I am evaluating a dog for certain things with the AKC is I want to make sure that that owner is advocating for their dog.
Mm,
And that's huge. So we
mm.
have to advocate for our pets
Oh, I
and
love
never
that.
do anything to make your dog feel uncomfortable.
Yes,
Like
that's
Lucky doesn't
beautiful.
like jumping through hoops anymore, so I don't make her do it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Or pulling a wagon. She hates doing it. She'd do it, but I don't make her do it.
Yeah,
I want her to
right.
have fun. I want her to enjoy.
Yeah, right, exactly. No, that's beautiful. No, I agree. And I don't think this is it's not something that it's just it's part of the dog. It's part of
Dogs imprint just like we do. And sometimes we're fearful of things like I'm petrified of heights. And I've tried and I'm still afraid of heights. And
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
something I live with.
Yep. And my dog is afraid of brooms. Now, I've never hit her with a broom. I lift up the broom, she runs. You know what I mean? And I've had her since she was 8 weeks old, but she's always, I mean, it could be anything. A
What
funny,
could have happened? Maybe you weren't home and a broom fell, or I used to put up gates and my dogs would jump over them until they'd fall, make a loud noise, and the dogs wouldn't go near them.
okay, right,
So,
right. You never know. I think
and
past life too.
things that you would think like wouldn't bother a dog, Lucky would be like when she would jump through hoops, if we change colors, she'd get nervous. And we had to go through the whole thing of getting her used to it again. So things that we might not even identify with, for some reason, it triggers a fear response in the dog.
Yes, that's
We
right.
don't know why.
That's right. Okay, yes, beautiful.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm gonna go with Amy Chica or something. I have a new puppy named Belle. She's part
Oh,
Chihuahua, part Yorkie, and only 4 pounds. Just curious if she wants to tell me anything, and will she calm down?
well, a
No,
Chihuahua is
not
a
right
high
away.
energy. A Chihuahua is a high energy dog. So, and which she's part Chihuahua and part what else?
uh, Yorkie.
Well, those are two high energy dogs. So the answer is no, she's not going to calm down.
And she's a puppy.
She's a puppy. I think as she gets older, she'll calm down a little, but
Or I feel like 3 years maybe.
exactly, but she's always going to have a lot of energy.
Yeah. And I
But
feel like
actually, you could use that to work in your behalf. Keep her busy. Because if a dog is high energy and you keep them busy with teaching them tricks or training them, walking them, whatever, they burn off that energy and they like that. Then they don't get any more neurotic or anxious.
yes, I feel Belle is very intelligent.
Very, very. And
So this
intelligent
is
dogs get bored easily.
goes with what you're saying.
That's
You
right.
got to use that intelligence. I mean, she's really intelligent and intuitive.
Put her
This
in
is going to
scent
be
work. She would be good at it.
this
Let
is
her find scent. She'd love it.
This is a good match though for her. I
It's
feel
an
like this is
excellent match.
they feel like a soul bond here. Okay.
All right. Well, here's a political question. So we're not doing political questions. We're doing pet questions.
Okay.
All right. Embellished lamb. I'll never forget the look my husband's dog Gregor. Oh no,
Oh,
okay. No, we done that one, right?
yes.
Okay. Here. Oh, ooh. Okay. Maria Di Novella says, Hi, Mel and Kim. Thank you for taking the time to help us all. June 2021, I lost my 8-year-old dog to a disease called PLE, protein losing enteropathy. I tried everything to save my sweet Brandy, but the disease took her in 3 months. Yeah, it is pretty quick. I do carry a lot of guilt. Stop with the guilt, Maria. You didn't do anything wrong. You did everything humanly possible.
Yeah.
And you made your dog, that's a terrible disease in dogs, but you made your dog's last days on the planet really more comfortable. And the dog is in spirit and is so thankful for that. All right. Um,
Yeah.
she
Soul
says,
contract. It was planned. And she's
yeah,
coming back.
she will. And she says, I just want her to know how sorry I am for prolonging her pain by trying to save her and that I loved her so much. I hope Brandy knows that. Of course she knows that. She's thankful that you did what you did.
Yeah, yeah. And I feel like this was all, there's a learning with this for her, for Maria. There's a learning. And this is what Brandy did. She taught her something about love, really. And Brandy's coming back, I think.
Right. She will soon. Let me just say, Hope Diamond asked a good question, but it's not about animals. It's about a murder.
Oh,
And people will ask me about murder cases and missing people, and I do a lot of forensics work. I used to. I do some now, but about murder cases in the news. And I will never, ever, ever give a public prediction about a murder case in the news unless a family calls me or the police call me. And in which case I do it under the following contingencies. 1, I don't charge. 2, I don't make it public. 3, I don't go to the press. And 4, if the family calls me in, then if the police call me in, I cannot have anything to do with the family. So as much as I'd like to answer your question, Hope, I don't think it's fair to the families of those people who were murdered, or maybe even to the perpetrator or law enforcement to do that. So that's why I refrain from it.
oh, good. Okay, that's good, Mel.
And I just want people to know that because I'm not being a jerk about it.
Yeah, yeah. No,
I
that
mean, if
makes
other
sense.
psychics decide they want to do that, fine. And I get people emailing me and calling me a lot saying, I got to hit on this case. Do I call the police department, tell them? And I say, no, because they're getting calls from everybody and their brother, and they have to sift through all of that. And if you're really accurate, you might find yourself in trouble for something you didn't do. So
Uh-huh. Yeah.
the way I got started was I knew some police officers and they got some cases that I started working on those cases. And
Yeah.
one thing led to another.
Hmm.
But
I can see that if they if they were requesting that, that's different.
that's right. Now, if there were a perpetrator out there that I knew that, if I psychically knew where they were or they were, going to harm other people or whatever, because I've worked with police departments, I might call some police I've worked with and say, here's what I'm picking up on it. And
Uh-huh.
they'll
Uh-huh.
know. But
Uh-huh.
just because it comes on TV or something, I don't.
Yeah, right, right. Yep. Good. Nice.
Anyway,
All right, I've got one. This is my last one, by the way, for me.
okay.
I think you've got more. Andrea is saying, my German Shepherd was just recently diagnosed with hip dysplasia and bone spurs, real, unlike Trump's. I am currently giving him CBD twice daily and daily glucosamine
Okay.
chews. Am I covering his pain? So German Shepherd, gosh, I always like to get a name. German Shepherd from Andrea.
Well, there's still some anti-inflammatories your vet can give, and some vets really talk about the importance of CBD oil. When Lucky, she jumped through a hoop. This was about 3 or 4 months ago. and she pulled a muscle, and I thought, no, we're not doing this anymore. I beat myself up.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I did talk to the vet, and I put her on CBD oil, and they gave her some kind of anti-inflammatory. And the
Okay.
vet said, go ahead. It's not going to hurt anything. So I don't think you're masking the dog's pain. If anything, it makes it more tolerable.
More time. Yeah.
So, but just
I
don't do anything that's going to cause the dog to have to overuse that hip.
Right, right. And German Shepherds tend to want to be stoic.
Correct.
And so they're gonna not let you know. But I do feel like there's still some pain. If I had to feel into the pain, I mean, I'm gonna say there's still like a 4 level, 4 out of 10. It's not terrible, but I still feel it. So there might be something to add, like you say, anti-inflammatory, or even maybe that's what glucosamine might be, kind of that way. Fish oil too works well, I think, for
Fish
bone
oil's
pain.
great, but make sure you talk to your vet first.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Dogs are very good at hiding pain because when they were
right.
wild, they had to. Because if a predator saw they were in pain, they would made them easy prey. So, um, I can tell by some of their behavior when they're anxious, and typically if they're in pain, they're anxious. But whatever you're doing, I would continue to do it.
Yeah, don't stop what you're doing for sure.
Right.
But maybe add something. Yes.
Okay. I can't pronounce the name. Anjash Down, whatever. Hi, Mel and Kim. When my last kitty, Princess, passed over 10 years ago, I decided she would be my last pet. Yeah, right. Didn't we all? Before I sold a move from my cat, before I sold a move from my former home last November, a black male semi-feral cat decided I was his next mom. I named him Buddy. I love the name because that's what he is to me. He's calmed down, thank goodness. That's what I mean when you say you got to let the animal come to you instead of you trying to force yourself on them, right?
Mhm.
And that's what she did with Buddy. He sleeps with me every night in our new home. What is our past life history together? And what, if any, agreement did he make for this lifetime? Well, he made an agreement to find you and, never say never to getting another pet.
Yeah,
That was a soul contract as well.
right, right. They've been together before. This is not new. I don't know why I'm getting pulled to Europe for some reason when I feel past life here with Buddy. I go to past lives easily, Mel. I don't know why. It just comes easy to me. But um, it's been almost a repeat of the way it happened, like a feral cat. Again, back then, the same. It was almost the same kind of a pattern here.
Right.
So they've been together. They're going to be together again.
Yep. And this has been around a long time. So.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yes.
Okay, Janice Thompson, we'll go quickly. I had to have my 18-year-old cat, Sammy, euthanized. I'm so sorry. He had hyperthyroidism and required meds rubbed on his ear flap every 12 hours. Wow. You made the right choice, by the way. The cat was ready to go. He did this for a year, but he kept failing. I feel guilty that I should have relieved his suffering sooner. No, the time was right when you did it, and he hung on as long as he could, and your intuition told you to do it. So you made the right choice at the right time for Sammy. That's what I pick up.
Yes. And the thing is, Sammy's going to be with you whether embodied or not embodied.
Right.
Sammy is happy to be with you embodied as long as possible. That feels very clear to me. So
Okay.
Sammy's still with you and was happy that you spent those days together. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes, Hermione.
Mystic Cal Sunny. All right. Right before Christmas, a year back, I had to put my beloved TJ down. Still during final stage of COVID, they would not let me be with him. They said I had to leave due to restrictions. I'm still heartbroken. I want to know as to whether he knew I was there, if he crossed okay, still feeling the guilt. He had bladder cancer and it took over. Thank you. Is he okay? No, I love him, miss him. Thank you very much. I don't think that TJ wanted you to be there when TJ crossed over.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they don't.
Right. Yeah.
And you absolutely made the right choice.
No reason to feel guilty.
Yeah, I mean, TJ's thankful that TJ isn't suffering any longer. I can see her
TJ's
wheels
met with a
turning.
lot of family too. I see with a lot of family. Actually see other cats, and I don't know if these are from your family or the family, extended family, but I see other cats too.
Yay. Okay,
Hmm.
Mystic House says, thank you, Kim. Thank you, and Kim, for your help. So happy you're doing great, Mel. Thank you. All right. Uh, Cheryl Lackestar. I'm sorry. I'm not very.
I know, I know.
I have a cat that showed up here about 5 years ago. Her name is Wonder. I love the name.
Yeah.
Wonder. And she goes crazy when I try to bring her in the house. If it's
Oh.
too hot or cold, then don't do that, because here again, you have to advocate for your pet. And if she doesn't want to be in the house, don't force it. She goes crazy when I try to bring her too hot or too cold. Is there anything I can do to reduce her fear? She must have been trapped in a building at some point before she came here. Thanks. Appreciate all that you both do. Your cat is happy being outside.
Yeah, but I think she's worried about the weather killing
No,
the
I
cat.
understand that.
Yeah.
But the cat knows its own boundaries. And if the cat really got cold or too hot, it would come in.
Yeah.
Cats are really good at surviving outside in inclement weather. Much,
Mm-hmm.
much more adept than dogs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I feel like it's important to have a safe, warm place wherever that is. I mean,
Well, you could
around the
put a little.
house. You
I was going to say something. I caught myself. Don't take this wrong. I was going to say you could have a cat house outside,
know?
a,
Yeah.
a, a, a place for your cat to stay when it's cold.
Right, right. I
Yeah.
agree. No, I think that something like that would be good with a little heater in it or something.
Well, a light bulb will suffice.
A light bulb, yeah. Or a heating blanket or,
Yeah, I don't
electric
know if I
blanket.
do a blanket, because then what
Oh,
can happen is it can short out and you'll get, want to electrocute
oh,
the cat.
okay.
I think as long as it were like in the shade in the summer, and then if it had some hay and warm clothing or just some more, just some warm bedding in there, the cat will be okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's what I
Yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah. I think that sounds good too. As long as there's a warm place like that.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, KBG, did we do this? Yes.
Yes, I think we did.
Okay. Um,
Yes.
we talk about Pixie and Cassie.
I don't remember
Um,
that one.
okay. Sabrina says, please tell me about my dog Pixie and Cassie. They were euthanized and I miss them and love them very much. Please tell me if they are happy and safe. Are they loving and missing me? Will they try and contact me? Was their passing painful or peaceful? What messages are they telling me?
Sabrina feels very loving. I mean,
Mhm.
not Sabrina is loving to the
To the
pets.
cat.
Yeah. Um,
No, dogs. I'm sorry, they were dogs.
dogs. And
Um,
they're together. The two of them, the two dogs are together. And actually, I can't even see them fighting over attention to get attention from Sabrina. Like, I want to be here. No, I want to be here. No, it's like I feel that still even in the spirit world.
yeah, they are missing you. I don't feel like there was any pain with her passing at all. I feel like it was very peaceful.
I feel like it was quick. Well, I'm only for, I can only tune into one at a time, but um, it would if there was any pain, it was very short.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it too much.
Okay.
Dog Mama. I like that. There's numbers here.
Okay.
Dog Mama 5202. Dear Mel and Kim, blessings and many thanks for the light and love you bring. Thank you. There's a company named BioRejuvenate, and they have created a gene editing pill for dogs with heart disease. How soon do you see this coming out? Hoping it won't be too late for my fur baby to benefit from. I just don't know how effective this pill is going to be. It might help a little, but it's not going to kind of do what they claim it's going to do.
Mm,
And so I don't want you to go into it thinking it's going to give your fur baby a brand new heart. I'm a
okay.
little
Yeah.
skeptical about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I also feel like I get the number 4, like, is it 4 months, 4 years, something like that.
Right.
But yeah, I can see what you're saying too, Mel.
I hope
It's
I'm
not
wrong. I hope I'm
not
wrong.
not the lifesaver.
Right.
I also feel like it's gonna be expensive.
Very,
Is yeah, okay.
very. Okay. Love Above One Source says, hi, Kim and Auntie Mel. Hey. There is a chow dog living upstairs, and when I go outside, it whimpers to me and Moresco. It whimpers to me and Moresco, or Moreso. I don't know what that is. It whimpers to me and Moreso when my grandson is around. What's this dog saying? The dog is saying it wants attention from you. The dog is saying it wants you to, always ask if you can pet somebody's dog, but the dog is seeking more love.
Right. I think it's lonely. I think you're right, Mel.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Bellstar 48 says, don't know if I'm late. No, you're not late because this is being pre-recorded. Auntie Mel and Kim, thank you for this. I had to rehome a cat I raised from a kitten. Wanted to know if he was upset with me and how is he now? His name is Marshall Matthew Dillon after Gunsmoke. He was being a bully with my other cats. Thank you again. Well, he just wanted to be in a place where he could be the big banana. All right. So you made the right move. That's what I picked.
Absolutely. I feel that this is a beautiful, beautiful place for your kitty. Perfect. You did the right thing.
Absolutely. Okay, Anna Hutchinson. My mother is in heaven. Are my niece's dogs Hunter and Holly with her?
Yes, I get a yes. I get a definitely yes.
I heard in the rest of the family as well.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a man there too. Like I don't know why I get uncle, but they're all together. Yeah, there's a family reunion there, all of them.
Absolutely. Okay, this is the last one.
Okay.
CM Salaturo says, hi, animal angels. Hey, I'm struggling with my 17-month-old German Shepherd named Cielo. He is being reactive with other animals and people, especially men. What does he want me to know, and what can I do to stop this negative behavior? I tell him he doesn't need to protect me, and I will protect him, but guess we aren't speaking the same language. You're right, you're not. German Shepherds are very protective dogs. So what I would do is get a dog behavioralist.
Oh yeah, good idea.
And have the dog behavioralist evaluate, see how, and give you some pointers there. Now, you really have to know what you're doing with this because otherwise it can backfire and you don't want to make your dog more reactive. It sounds like the dog is resource guarding with you. The
Yes,
dog
yes,
is being
yes.
protective of you.
I
So
feel
what you can do is walk the dog and have somebody coming from a distance, keep your dog on a short lead. As soon as you see your dog starting to be reactive, okay, have that person stop and go out of sight and continue on with your walk. Then wait about 5 or 10 minutes, have that person come back in and try to get a little closer. As soon as you see your dog being reactive, have that person go out of sight and keep trying that. That can help. But my advice is get a dog behavioralist.
Yeah, and also, I want to even encourage the use of an animal communicator in person. That
Yes.
feels good too.
Um, when your dog's doing that, if you yell at them, that's one of the worst things you can do. No, you can say no, that's good. But you don't want to yell and scream at your dog because then you just create that much more anxiety in your dog.
Right.
Never hit the dog, whatever. He just wants you to know he's protecting you and he's going to be reactive with other animals and people because that's what he thinks he's supposed to do.
Yeah. And there's a feeling of fear of losing
Right.
her. So yeah, so it's the more attached they become, I think I think you're right. Animal behaviors is a good idea.
Well, that's all I've got.
Okay, Mel, that's awesome.
Yay, record.
Yay. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love to get him all done. That's wonderful.
Kim, it's
Okay,
been a pleasure, sweetie. Next week, your
thank you.
chance.
Okay, my channel. Yep. I'm gonna, yep, that's good.
Now, if you want to get a hold of Kim, Kim at mediumkim.com.
Mm-hmm.
Go to her YouTube channel, thumbs up, subscribe. And Kim is wonderful. So,
Oh, you're so sweet, Mel.
and here again, I like the idea of, what have people done to get through some of the most frightening and hardest times in their life?
Yeah.
And explore that more.
Yes, thank you. All right. Awesome.
That was
Thank you.
Kim's idea.
Thank you. All right. Blessings, everybody.
Bye
Blessings to
bye.
your animals too.